So we have our anvil shirts, purple heather. So we're gonna have a front print, which is this. And same logo in the back with the slogan. It's gonna be black ink. So let's get started. Alright, so we have tape on the positive film already. We just have to line it up. And whenever you're taping your positive film, you want to use transparent tape. You don't want to use like the milky tape, just because you want the UV light to hit the screen. Alright, so we have our screen, which we already have the back print on here. We're gonna use a chunk, a small section for the chest print. Just gonna fit right there. It's fine. All right. So we lay down the screen. The tape is gonna stick to it. There it is. So let's go ahead and burn the screen. Now I might not have the best equipment, but we have all the tools. We have everything that we need to make our screens. It's still professional. It gets the job done. It looks just like any other screen printing shop. And so piece of glass is going to hold the film down while we burn it. Alright, so the glass is laid on, it's ready to go. We're going to turn on the UV light, which is in here. You guys about to see. So it's we're going to give it about 1.5 minutes to burn the screen. Alright, so here's our screen. It's already burned. You don't see anything yet. I have a water bottle right here. But once you spray some water, it's going to soften up the emulsion that wasn't burned on the screen. So the image starts to appear. Alright, so you want to get a water hose that's going to have pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and wash that. I'm not going to film it because it is going to be loud. Well, I guess I will film it. I'll just remove the audio. There's our screen, y'all. So I leave it outside to dry, as well as I leave it out by the sun, just so it can harden the emulsion. So they say you should dry it out first, you know, like the water, just because the water, as it's coming down, it's getting some of that emulsion. And so you could possibly clog up the open mesh with the water down emulsion. So, but I haven't had any issues. I haven't had that problem. I usually do it. It works for me. So as the screen is drying up, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my workstation. So we need to put some glue, some adhesive to the palette. I set up the freaking heat press. Turn it on. It's a little dusty. So we use the heat press. What I do is it's pretty much like has a good solid, I'd say about 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches off the platform. And that's gonna help us out whenever I screen print. I lay down my shirt, and the heat is it's gonna help cure it. It's not gonna cure it all the way, but we at least dry the ink and kind of prep it up for curing process. So we use this Ecotex Super Tech. It's a water-based palette adhesive, which I prefer. I used to buy these spray adhesives, but what happens is you start to spray it and it starts to spray everywhere else, and so right here it gets like sticky, and then all like my whole workstation, the floor, it would just be having spray adhesive all over. And so I changed into a liquid adhesive, which was the best thing ever. And so you don't need a lot. You just have to, you know, put some dime size droplets. Just move around the ink, or move around the glue. And I can't concentrate when I'm trying to record and talk and do all this. Another tip, if you're new to screen printing, you know, this is something that I've already worked in graphic shops and all that, but I have a palette tape. You can't see it. Let's see if I can peel it off. All right, see right there? So it's clear. It's palette tape. It's clear. So you can see the board, and I write on the actual palette tape. So the actual board, the palette, is clean. And whenever you want to clean it, all you have to do is lift up all your tape. It'll be dirty tape, throw it away, and now you're gonna have a clean palette. Alright, so we have our black ink. What I'm gonna add is some soft hand to it. Usually you want to charge extra for that for your clients. I'm only gonna add a little bit to the ink just to give it more of a soft feel to the shirts. The shirts feel soft already. Oh, another thing is, if you do add soft hand, it is gonna reduce the opacity of the color. So if you add it to other colors like a blue or a red, it's not gonna be as red whenever you print it, so keep that in mind. Alright, so we have our screen set up, we got the ink ready, we cleaned out the squeegee, we have our shirts ready, heat press is ready, and we got our workstation. Alright, so we finished printing the last shirt. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the heat press. As you can see, this one's already, ink's dried, it's hot. But when you press it, you see it's not pressing on the shirt, but it's creating the heat so the ink can dry. Okay, so for curing the t-shirt, we go ahead and heat press it with medium pressure. So we heat press it. I already turned it off so you won't see it. We just finished the order, but we heat press it, medium pressure, and we press it for a minute. Once it's done, we lift it off along with the sheet together, because what's going to happen is the ink is going to get it's going to soften up, and it's going to not liquefy, but it's going to soften up the ink from the heat. So you want to wait about a minute, you dry it off, air dry it, and then you peel off your Teflon sheet, and you should be good.